Hello friends, myself Ravi and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we will take a look on the ngIf directive. So without getting late, let's get started. So in the last video, we have seen what are directive, what are the different type of directive. Between those, we have one structural directive. This structural directive has three types basically. One is ngIf, another is ngFor, and then ngSwitch. So we will take a look one by one on it. In this video, we will discuss about ngIf. ngIf directive is a directive which is used to manipulate the DOM on the basis of certain condition. So for the conditional situation, both ngIf and ngSwitch are used. Now let's take a look how we can implement the ngIf directive. Let's add one tag. Let's say s3 tag, type, right click. Okay. Now in order to use the ngIf, the syntax for it is to use a star before the ngIf and then write ngIf. Okay, so this is the syntactical way to write the ngIf. Okay, so this is like if else condition in our other programming languages. Okay, so ngIf equals to, now let's say it's true. Okay, so if you see on the localhost 4200, we can see this text, right click, right? Now let's again go to VS Code, and if I make this true as false, okay, now you can see we cannot see that text, right? Again go to VS Code, we have hard coded this value true and false. Now we will use a property to bind it. Now let's go to the app.component.ts. Let's create one property, let's say is available. Okay, and give this value as false. Okay, and now go to your app.component.html, and instead of this false, let's bind it to is available. Okay, so now what I have done, if is available is true, then we will see this text, right click onto our UI. But if this is available is false, we cannot see it. Okay, so if you go to UI, since the value is false, you cannot see anything here, right? But if I go here in the app.component.ts, we make this value as true. And now if you go to your UI, you can see this text is available here, right? So this is how you can show your text according to the value of the property that you have binded to the ngIf. Okay, now for every if block is followed by else block, right? So we will try to write one if else condition here. So what we are trying to do, let's create one more s3 tag, and let's write right click is unavailable. Okay, now what we are trying to do here, if this is available is true, we will show this right click, and if it is false, then we will show this. Okay, for that let's add one ng template tag. Okay, so ng template basically acts as a wrapper around the HTML elements. So we will put this as 3 tag inside this ng template, and we will create one template reference variable. Okay, so put has else block. Okay, so we have created a template reference variable here. Now in this ngIf, let's give after is available, give a semicolon and then add else this part, else block. Okay, so the template reference variable that we have given, else block. Okay, so what we are doing here, so we are telling if is available is true, then show this right click, else show this else block. Okay, so then it will show this else block. Now if I go to app.component.ts, and right now is available is true, so if I go to our UI, you can see this right click here, right? Now if I go to VS Code in the app.component.ts, if I make this is available as false, okay, now what should happen, if this is true, then this text will be rendered, and if else, it will show the else block. So it should show this right click is unavailable, right? If I go to my Chrome, you can see this right click is unavailable. Now it's showing, right? So this is also a way to write the if else condition using ngIf. Now we can also use some more keywords with this ngIf. Okay, so let's try to implement that also. Let's create one ng template. Okay, inside this add one s3 tag and give right click is available. Copy this ng template and create one another ng template. Okay, and here give this text as right click is unavailable. Okay, now attach two template reference variable to these both ng template. Don't worry, as I progress you will get to know everything what I am trying to do here. So add then block. Okay, and in this ng template add one more template reference variable, that is else block. Okay, now create one div here. Okay, inside this div give one ngIf star ngIf, I should be capital, equals to add is available. Okay, and then give a colon and then give a semicolon and write then block, give another semicolon, write else, then else block. Okay, so what I am trying to do, I have created two ng template. One is for the text right click is available, another is for the text right click unavailable. I have attached one template reference variable to this ng template, and I have attached another ng template variable to this ng template. Okay, now what will happen, If is available is true, then show this then block, and if this is available is false, else show this else block. So if this is available is true, then this part will be shown, and it is false, then in the else block it will be shown. And if I go to my app.component.ts, here is available is false. Okay, so according to this statement, in the else condition, else block will show. So if is available is false, then else block will be executed. So we will see this text. Now let's go to our UI and see. If you can see here, this right click is unavailable is showing. And let's again go to our VS Code, and in the app.component.ts, let's change the value to true. So if this is true, then this statement should be executed. Now let's go to our Chrome. You can see right click is available is showing, right? So this is how you can implement ngIf into your Angular application. You can use ngIf to add or remove any part of the DOM. You can use then with the ngIf. You can use else with the ngIf. So that's all about ngIf. In the next tutorial, we will see about ng-switch. If you have any doubts in this tutorial, please comment it below. I will definitely try to answer it. If you haven't subscribed our channel, please do subscribe our channel to get more updates. Thanks and have a nice day.